Welcome to another Tuesday live stream, another Screen Sanctum live, the last live before Shotsathon 2 Judgment Day. It's going to be a crazy Friday, hopefully. I got to prep. Well, I'm pretty much prepped for it. Just hope everyone else is ready to get me to either drink some stuff or do some silly things. Another long, busy day, but a fun day. Work is always busy, so coming home to relax and then the live stream, I always look forward to that. So we're looking good. Just waiting for my peeps to show up. Stream health is looking good. Everything's looking good, so that's good. And we wait. Wonder if we have any news. Kira, what's going on? Kira says it's starting to finally cool down. It is. It's now, I could tell in like the apartment that it's cooling down because it's getting extra chilly in the apartment. We have when it comes to like the summer here being hot, our apartment stays cool because we don't get a lot of sunlight. It always gets blocked by the building. But when it gets to the spring, the fall, and then, whatever you consider winter here, the apartment does get chilly. It was raining heavily today. Yes, we got a lot of rain in the morning. I left work, I think, at 12:30. It was raining hard in the morning when I left at like 7:30. By 12:30, it was just light rain, drizzle. And then we had to go to the post office. And then by that time, like 3, it was 90 degrees and sunny again. Do you have to spend a lot to keep cool in the summer? It kind of goes back to what I was saying about this specific apartment. We really very rarely need to use the air conditioner in here because it very rarely gets hot in here. Like we'll use it periodically, but we don't really run it hours on end. It's just random times of the day if we feel warm. Like if we just come in from outside, we'll put it on for a little while and stuff like that. But Chris, what's going on? Chris says, has YouTube changed their setup? Everything looks different now. I know they were doing something with live streams, and I'll log into my own live stream. But they said, remember, I don't know, Chris, if you were on like a month or two ago when I was testing dual streams and I had the vertical stream and the horizontal stream, and it was like confusing the chat. Well, I know they're updating it where you could multi-stream now and the chat is going to be synced. So I don't know what else they updated. What's going on, True? Well, we could ask True and Kira, does the live stream look different to you? Chris is saying it looks a little bit different. Let me see. I'll log into my personal YouTube and then go to this live stream and see what it looks like. All right, so immediately this looks similar. If I go into it, so on browser, it looks the same. Chris, are you, maybe you're talking about it looks different on mobile maybe, but the browser version does look the same. And I'll say hello. Chris says, not really the live stream, but the graphics and the thumbs up are more animated. Let's see. Oh, crap. Where the hell is the thumbs up? Maybe. I'm not on live here that often, so let me check on my phone. But anyway, how are you all doing? Curious. Oh, welcome, Steve Santiani. I don't actually know if you all knew that was my personal YouTube channel, or that is Steve Santiani. That was the YouTube channel I had first when I used to do, and I still do every once in a while, tech videos and stuff like that. So let me check on YouTube on my phone, because you never know. Switch account, go to my account, and then, oh my God, that's so funny. I just logged into my account, and the first video that showed up is from Screen Sanctum, is my very first video. Welcome to Screen Sanctum 3 years ago. That's so crazy that is my very first video. Oops. Gotta mute that. Let's see. Let us see. Oh my gosh. If we go here. I don't know. Kira says, oh, I see it now. All the icons are a bit larger and more animated. Are we still talking about mobile? Because this is what mine looks like. Maybe I didn't get the update. I don't know. Kira says, just be careful. Big Brother may be watching us with this new snazzy setup. Maybe? All right, let me just clear this out. Log back into normal because I'm not going to be watching myself. So, yes, this is the final live stream before Friday's Shotsathon. So I'm pretty pumped. I'm ready. I know what to expect. I've done it before, and I'll do it again. I got these Trader Joe's pumpkin pie donut holes. I like them. Kind of Assassin doesn't. So I'm eating them all. Chris says he wished he could go back a day and take a screenshot because my roommate didn't believe me either when Gmail changed. I haven't used the Gmail app in a long time. I mean, I use it on my phone, but on my computer, I never use Gmail. I use the Mac Mail app. Oh, shit. My personal account has been unused for 2 years and is currently frozen. Your files are still there. Sign into my OneDrive. Oh, shit. I don't even know I had one. This is odd. This is very odd because I thought I paid for OneDrive. So why would they deactivate my OneDrive if I pay for it? I don't know. Where am I? Jay, what's going on? Kansas City in the house. Kira says, Halloween is the only thing I've been looking forward to since October started. Can we change precedents yet? We should create that rule. Jay said, really, really Mac mail hype. Yeah, I have to think when we do our Nosferatu watch party, which we originally planned to do it on Halloween, but I think you all mentioned that no one's going to be home on Halloween, but I might dress up. We might dress up. I'm never good at thinking of ideas, though since One Punch Man started on Sunday, I could easily be One Punch Man, but then I would have to shave my beard, and I haven't shaved my beard. I don't remember the last time I didn't have facial hair. I might have been 16? 17, because I had to shave for high school. So from 18 on, I've had facial hair and never shaved it. And then I've been too tired to watch anything. I was supposed to watch The Good Place yesterday and today, but I've just been pooped. So I'll try to watch it tomorrow. But I enjoyed the beginning of One Punch Man season 3, even though we only got about 5 minutes of One Punch Man. But it was a synopsis of like what's going on and what the season is going to be about. The next episode of The Good Place is the episode after Eleanor almost got taken to the bad place. And Michael came back and saved the day and was like, no, you can't take her. So that's where I am. I love that show. And then Brooklyn Nine-Nine, the last episode I watched was the last episode with Gina. So sad. Now what else? Cowboy Bebop. I think I'm halfway through that. I think when I'm done with Cowboy Bebop, which is like another 15 episodes or so, about 15. The guy who created that, I think, has created like 5 or 6 shows. I think they're all just one season. But someone I work with told me the next one I should start is Samurai Champloo. So that'll be that one. Here says, so where is everyone? I don't know. Jay is here. You're here. Chris is here. True is here. The Boomhauer Hour is in about 10 minutes. Matthias is probably sleeping. I don't think we've seen Shira in 3 weeks. So, yeah. It's crazy. I hope everyone shows up on Friday. Everyone shows up with their wallets open. I got to break last Shotsathon's record. We'll see if we get past $150. My favorite costume? Oh, I'll show you right now since I have my phone and I can find it. Hopefully. This costume, I almost killed my grandmother. Let's see. Collection shit. I think it's in my favorites. It was probably one of my earlier favorites. Here it is. This is my favorite ever. See how long my hair was? Move it back a little bit. Oh my God, I had so much fun that night. That was good. Good times. That's the only picture I have of that night, too. Chris says he hopes to be able to make it on Friday. I hope so, too. At least, like, I don't expect everyone to be on for the whole thing, but again, depending on what time I get home from work on Friday, like I know tomorrow, I know it's Wednesday, but I have an easy day tomorrow. If my day Friday is like tomorrow, I'll probably be home early enough to start the stream at like 3 Pacific. And that's fairly early. Matthias said he is definitely going to be on Friday, regardless of how late it is, because it's a weekend and he doesn't need his sleep. So that's what he said. I'm trying to watch The Good Place tomorrow. You might have been away from your computer for a couple of seconds. I was supposed to watch it yesterday and then I was supposed to watch it today, but I've just been tired. So I'm going to try tomorrow. And that is the episode after Eleanor gets saved by Michael from going to the bad place. When the train pulls up and Adam Scott is, he plays, I guess, the architect of his bad place. Kira says, glad you reminded me about the stream on the 17th. I'm glad too. I hope everyone shows up. And it's just not crazy, but a little annoying that YouTube doesn't do a good job of pushing the alerts, especially I feel like their algorithm would know, like I've done 2 years of live streams, the same 9 people show up, that they're pretty important to get their alerts from me, rather than like people who never are on my stream. But I can log in quick because I'll tell you guys what I have for the spin wheel so far. I'll just read them off. So right now I have 22, I guess, dares that are going to be on the spring wheel. True says, Jay, did you finish your punishment for losing that bet? So this is what I have so far. And thank you to True for, I don't want to use the word helping because I think I've only added 1 or 2. She basically gave me a bunch to choose from. So this is what I have so far for the embarrassment wheel. We have, and it's going to work, just someone wants me to drink something, that's $10. For $5, you spin a wheel. And the thing that True and I have been thinking is when it lands on something, that gets removed. It doesn't stay on, but there might be a couple that I keep on. But anyways, these are the ones that I'm going to use for now. We have take half a shot, sing a verse and chorus of a song of your choice, rap for 1 minute with the beat, put on lipstick and leave it on for 10 minutes, tell an embarrassing story. I was going to do the 1 chip challenge, but after doing research, I read it's not very safe to do. So I might get a very hot sauce and like maybe I'll dip the chip that I have into that. Answer any question from the from buyer. So whoever spins, they could ask me a question. Read the most recent text message out loud. Bite an onion like an apple. Show the last selfie you took on your phone. Perform I'm a Little Teapot. Record it and post it as a YouTube short. Eat a spoonful of cinnamon, or at least try. The spinner can create a dare or spin again. Most embarrassing song on my phone. Drink a raw egg. Impersonate a celebrity of the spinner's choice. Eat something weird but safe from my kitchen. Draw something blindfolded that the buyer chooses. Show it to everyone. Chat picks a phrase I have to say every time someone new joins the live. Buyer plays truth or dare. Basically, they truth or dare me. 22, show the last meme I've saved on my phone. Number 22, admit a weird thing I used to believe when I was younger. Jay, all right, I'll see you in a bit. True says the dare from the spinning wheel gets removed after it's been landed on already. Oh, what gets removed? Is this like spin the wheel strip? It's spin the wheel dare. Jay says, long story, it's been a busy few weeks, but had to drop in and tell Steve he's awesome and say hi to the cool crew. Got to finish some work. Thank you, Jay. You're great. So I think Jay is the one who asked me about my favorite costume. I hope he saw the picture. That picture is old, man. Oh, that might have been, I know it's a wide range, but it's somewhere between probably 1999 and 2002. I think. I think it was after 2001 because I remember someone when I went outside was like, "Are you Osama bin Laden?" And no one really knew who he was until 9/11. So it had probably was after 9/11 sometime. But obviously I was my interpretation of Jesus. All right. Now we're getting around the Boomhauer hour. Damn, I didn't bring a napkin in here. Osama Bahama Yo Mama. Kira, how are you doing on your thesis? Do. All right, put that away. Oh, and I think originally last week, I mentioned I want to do the Shotsathons like quarterly, like at least 4 times a year. And so this is October, November, December. And yeah, I'll probably be able to do the third one maybe in January or February. Definitely won't be able to do the third one this year because after in November and December, I'm going to be very, very busy. So Kira says about 15 more pages. I think that's good, right? Because theses are usually really long, right? Chris says no boom yet. No boom yet. Like I said, we just hit the Boomhauer hour, so I feel like he'll be in any minute now. But yeah, on Friday though, during that stream, maybe everyone could assist and we could pick the theme for part 3 because I want to make it like WrestleMania or the Super Bowl where it's just like WrestleMania 1, 2, 3, same thing with the Super Bowl. So Subathon 2 this week, the theme is the Terminator because it's called Judgment Day. So Subathon 3, we'll have to pick a theme for that one. So that'll be fun. Boomhauer, I knew it. We were just saying it's the Boomhauer hour. How are you? I hope you're doing great. We were just talking a little about Friday being the Shotsathon 2. And again, all right, remember you said that you have your weekly Friday night date. So hopefully when you get back or whatever, you do have a little time to pop on, which would be cool. Because you definitely were one of the reasons I had to drink 15 times last time, you and True. So it'll be fun. Ow. I still haven't used my green screen yet, though we just tested it in there a little while ago for something else, which when we do it, it's going to be pretty cool. Boom says he gets home around 9:15, talk to the wife a bit, then come out to get baked and join the Sanctum. Beautiful. I love it. Boom, 9:05. Oh man, excuse me. I'm eating all of these cakes and now I'm coughing. So yeah, I am looking forward. True says she's only going to pay for shots. I have a feeling I'll at least do what I did last time. Though I'm putting a hefty goal, which it's like a double-edged sword. I would love to hit the goal, but it would be way too many shots. It would be 50. Like I want to make $500, but I think it's physically impossible. My week is well. It's very busy. but it's good. We got a lot of rain today. Trying to think if there was any sort of TV or movie news, but I don't think there is. I've still been playing Assassin's Creed Shadows, got Ghost of Yotei. That game's so good. But I played it for a bit, but I kind of want to finish Shadows. Haven't even been able to live stream games lately, but want to get back to that. And I just finished my first year of Coral Island, so I am on day year 2, day 1. I think I finished year 1 last night. So now I got to start planning shit and donating stuff and bringing offers and stuff like that. So Boom says he'll be in and out of the drink-a-thon. In and out. The group is coming over to the house after dinner, so I can't be on the whole time, just some of the time. What if the group falls in love with us and our whole crew and they watch and they're like, this dude is crazy, and the crew just wants to give me money to die? LA did have rain. I was telling the gang it was raining early in the morning when I left for work, and then by 3 o'clock, it was 90 degrees and sunny again. Kira says, every day she yearns to rent a boat and live my life on an island. That's like, what's her name in the game? Zara lives on a boat. We could take off the end of the sentence and just say, every day I yearn. Oh. Yeah, I think I have a couple of people that are almost at the point of, I guess you call it romance, because the first ones, they're not technically considered dates. They're just hangouts. So I have, I think, 2 people that might be like one heart away from official dates. So we'll see. Boom says, these peeps are mostly over 65. They wouldn't get any of this. Oh my God, that's funny. Be like, he'll do whatever you ask him to do for $5, pretty much. Oh my God. That is funny. Yeah, so there's a lot to do, but there are some things in the game that kind of get you stuck a little bit. And technically, it's not the game's fault. Like, you kind of have to pay attention, but like the underwater stuff to progress, you need certain things. And you could be in spring and you need like a winter flower. And so you have to wait 3 seasons before you could do it. Like, you just kind of get stuck a little bit. Because I don't really know. I think I have to bring that underwater person like 5 osmium, what are they called? I don't remember. And then 5 osmium crops, but I can't even make those crops or something. It just takes a while. But I did find out kind of accidentally, and I didn't know this, that if you go to the north of the island, at pretty much even when you first play the game, probably, if you go north, there's a big giant gold ore. You could break it. Like, even before you could access the savannah, like, you get the gold, but obviously you can't progress until you do the thing. But I didn't know that until this week. So I got some free gold. I got a good amount of animals too. Chris has to jump. I mean, it is 10:30 there, buddy. So I'm glad you hopped on. I hope you get some sleep. Oh, you got to do work. Well, after you do that, hopefully you're not too pooped, but you do get to have a good night. And here's like, Chris, you just got here. And I haven't been able to link up with Jeff yet, so I haven't been able to give him his winnings, but I might be able to give him the pop on Friday. So maybe since he's my friend, obviously, and I'll be handing it in person, maybe I'll take a picture with him handing over the Funko Pop. That'll be pretty funny. Yeah, I gotta prep. I'm definitely gonna have to get some pizzas for Friday. That hot sauce, though. True. What is the name of that hot sauce again? I want to go on Amazon right now and just check to see if it's available for Amazon Prime. Because I think that's a better idea, since I'm kind of scared to do that challenge after what I read. But if it's a bottle, then that would be something I could keep on the board, because I'll have plenty of chips. So let's see. The Bomb hot sauce. All right. So bottle, the Bomb Beyond Insanity hot sauce bottle. They have that one. Oh, from Hot One? Oh, it's got to be this one. Soup. Oh my God, they have hot sauce that looks like it comes in a grenade. All right, so I'm guessing it's this. Damn, they don't have anything that's Amazon Prime? That one. Oh, all right. So this is one. Damn, that's a really. Let me put it in the chat. So this is the one that I just found. Oh, that has way too many. No, oh my God. That link is way too big. Boom says, "Oh shit, Dango the Bomb is hardcore." Conan on Hot Ones was one of the funniest things I've ever seen. I only see snippets of it. I should watch a full one. How do I get a smaller link than this? I don't know, but that's got to be it. The Bomb hot sauce. The picture is, it looks like a late 90s, early 2000s rap CD cover. It says the bomb on top. It has a bomb on the label with a caution, and it says Beyond Insanity. Boom says, "Watch the Conan one. Freaking lunatic he was." Is he ever like not a lunatic? He's so funny. Did you hear about the that big Saudi comic fest that they had like last week, and almost pretty much every comedian you could ever think of that is alive went to it from the US? It was crazy. Oh, let me check Discord. But I bet they all got paid a lot of freaking money to be there, and they just couldn't turn it down. Let's see. Come on, picture. I hate Discord sometimes on the pictures. They take so long. Like, why? Why on earth? Yeah, this is weird. Oh my God, the pictures aren't loading. It's not a you problem. This is a me problem. I don't know why it's doing this. Unreal. All right. Boom says, "I try not to be too upset at the comedians. We all have a price." Pretty much. Like, some of them got over $1 million. Kira says, "Has anyone watched Kimmel since his cancellation rebirth?" I don't really watch late night. Sorry, I'm looking for something. So I didn't watch really before and haven't after. But yeah, these pictures aren't loading for some reason. Maybe it'll work in my phone. But Haley Williams was on Jimmy Fallon. Let me go in here. Let's see. Okay, yeah, that is the hot sauce that I saw. All right, so it is in stock. If I order it now, oh, I gotta log in. I hate when I get logged out. Oh no, I logged into the wrong thing. Why would it do that? I'm always doing something when I'm on. I feel bad. But I want to see if I could purchase this hot sauce right now. And maybe I'll get it tomorrow. Holy moly. Now I gotta find my password. I don't know what the hell is going on right now. Oh, because it. I'm getting very frustrated. This is weird. My password should be saved already. True says she's been watching Jimmy. Kira says I wouldn't turn on his channel, but sometimes I catch his shorts. Same. I watch the highlights. Boom says don't watch any hot ones till after the drinkathon. That way the bomb is truly a surprise. Oh Lord, now I'm scared. Okay. Add to cart. $11. Is there anything else I need to buy? What is in my for later? That's interesting. Oh, I do have a desk stand. I don't really need that right now. I have a lot of stuff in my for later. Excuse me. Kira says she refuses to give in to bullies and glad Kimmel was able to be pulled out of the fire. Same. That's why we have freedom of speech. Okay. So. Ooh, this thing is on sale. Small rig phone vlog selfie monitor. Excuse me. Boom says, in the words of his god Yoda, you should be. Oh, man. No, I don't want to do it. Let's see. Should I buy this? The laptop stand that I bought for I have two of them. I hate when they discontinue them. They were really nice. And now all these other ones, I don't like the way they look. They just don't look nice to me. Like this one looks similar. I'll check. Kira says now she wants to watch the Clone Wars. I have never watched the Clone Wars. And I know it would probably be something good to react to, but I have no time to add another show. I think we talked about this last week when I was like this close to reacting to Marvel Zombies. And I was like, how am I going to start a new show when I barely watch like The Good Place, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Cowboy Bebop, and now One Punch Man, which I was going to watch anyway because I love that show. So I was like, I gotta stop doing that. Boom says it's really good. Watch when you can. Yeah, one of my best friends back home, me and him are both really into Star Wars. And he's been trying to get me to watch Clone Wars for like forever. Like even before the new, like when they got Disney Plus and they put out more seasons, he's just like, you got to watch this, man. Kira says, have you seen the original incarnation of Clone Wars at Boom before the revamp with the computer graphics much later on? She has to find those episodes to buy. What season was it? I got too much liquid over here. So, oh wait, I gotta buy this hot sauce. What am I waiting for? All right, but yeah, whenever I'm on Amazon to buy one little thing, I'm always wanting to just buy something else that's way too expensive. Like, what is this stuff? Like the Rodecaster Pro 2, which I don't need since I have the Rodecaster Duo, but I want it anyway. All right, let me just buy this. Oh, but it says get free overnight delivery with $13 more. All right. So what can I get to put me over the top? Boom says the first couple of seasons are geared towards kids, but then when it gets going, boy, howdy. All right. What can I get to get my free overnight shipping? Maybe I do buy this stand. Maybe I do. All right, let's see what happens. Kira says, oh yeah, even the Clone Wars movie was laughable. It gains a lot of momentum. All right, so now I can get them both overnight. Damn, they have. So I'm getting it free overnight delivery, but then for $3 more, I could get it delivered between 4 a.m. and 8 a.m. That's absolutely absurd. That's crazy. Though there is an Amazon, whatever you call it, like 2 minutes from here. So they probably literally have a bottle of hot sauce in that warehouse. All right, let me place it. So we got the hot sauce. And I got a computer stand. All right. We're good to go. Oh, so what else? Oh, I was going to go to Disney Plus to check. Oh, Lord. To check the seasons. Disney Plus. This is not Disney Plus. Why did it take me to Fandango? Unbelievable. Why am I logged out of everything also? This is crazy. All right. Let's log in. Who is watching? I am. Got people on my account that it's crazy. All right, where's the search? Clone Wars. All right, we have Star Wars The Clone Wars 2008. Then we have Star Wars The Clone Wars 2008. I'm guessing one is the movie and one is the series. Yeah, one is TV PG, so that's probably the series, and then the other is just PG. That is probably the movie. Yeah. An hour and 40 minutes, 2008. Okay. So the first season and the movie came out at the same time or same year. So it is 7 seasons. All right. Yeah, the season 1 animation doesn't look too different from the most recent. But what are they? Oh, they're 22 episode seasons. Woo, this would take a while. Oh, season 7 is only 12. Season 6 is 13. And then I'm guessing 1 through 5 are probably, yeah, and those are all 20. That would definitely take a while. True. Have you watched the Clone Wars? Let me just go into Star Wars. And then it's taken forever. Star Wars originals. Oh, I like watching their little shorts that they have for like Star Wars and Simpsons. They have Star Wars Rebuild the Galaxy, Pieces of the Past. One season. Oh, this is a show. Then they have Star Wars Terrifying Tales, Lego. This was 2021. I think I saw that already. What else do we got? I still haven't watched Star Wars Visions. I heard Visions is really good. And I also heard Tales of the Empire and Tales of the Jedi is very good. Oh, they have Tales of the Underworld too? Tales of the Underworld was this year. I didn't even know that came out. Yeah, Tales of the Jedi was 2022. And then Tales of the Empire was 2024. And then they did Tales of the Underworld. Kira said, it bothers her that the Clone Wars is miles ahead of the movies. Maybe we don't need a live action film anymore. But then that means I don't get to see Rey again, or Finn again, or Poe again. I need to see more Rey. Boom says, I liked it, Kira, but in full disclosure, I like everything Star Wars they've made. I'm an uber Star Wars nerd. Me too. I enjoy all of them while admitting the flaws. But I've never seen Bad Batch either. What else? I really wish people weren't being jerks towards the Acolyte. I freaking love that show. Star Wars Rebels, another one I didn't watch. Obi-Wan Kenobi. They have Star Wars Vintage. They have old stuff on here. Caravan of Courage. What the heck? They have something. Oh, they call this Vintage. It's from 2003. It is Clone Wars 2D Micro Series. Kira says, Bad Batch is absolutely amazing. Had parts that left her weeping. Yeah, boom. We love The Acolyte. I thought it was really good. Kind of Assassin thought it was really good. Like, great. I mean, I really liked it. Just like I liked, what was the other one with the kids? It was so freaking funny. What the hell is it called? Where is it? Skeleton Crew. Skeleton Crew is so much fun. I actually reacted to Skeleton Crew. It's crazy. I don't even really remember. Oh, I forgot that Disney owns Hulu, because I watched One Punch Man from Hulu on Sunday, and now I'm just going through Disney Plus and I saw One Punch Man. I'm like, why is One Punch Man on Disney Plus? Funny. So right now they only have subtitles. They do not have the English dub yet. But that show, man, it's been 5 years since season 2. I don't remember anything. Yeah, Skeleton Crew was so good. That was something I wouldn't mind watching another season of. Like, they're just, what shenanigans can these kids get into? Not the problem, but the challenge would then just be like, what's going to be the arc? Like, who's going to be the next villain, right? Because this guy wasn't the guy in that show. It wasn't just, oh, I'm going to be a villain to these kids. It was more something happened and it was circumstance that everything happened. He basically just turned on them. So it would be a little bit weird for adults to be like just going after kids, but they could figure it out. These people are smarter than I am. So yeah, I definitely would want that. 100% want more freaking Acolyte. Like, damn, the characters were so good. Not only like May, Osha, Kamir, the villain. I want to see more of all of them. The only one that lost Boom's interest was Resistance. Just was too much of a show for kids to keep me engaged. I don't think I even heard of that one. Let's see. Star Wars Resistance. Oh, I mean, even the animation kind of looks like it's really for kids. But Captain Phasma is in it. See, I'm not a person who says there should be no animation. Like, I love animation. But I wanted to see more Captain Phasma on the big screen, like in live action with Gwendolyn Christie. Like, when she was introduced in The Force Awakens, I was hyped. And then then Ryan Johnson kills her in the next movie. I was so pissed. It's funny because most people and I like this, I like the Last Jedi, but people who either like it and don't like parts, or people who just don't like it, always talk about Luke Skywalker in there, like as their biggest pet peeve. And though I agree with some of it, my biggest one is killing Captain Phasma. Like, that was the stupidest thing. Kira says, seeing the Andor picture in the back makes me appreciate how amazing that series was. Oh, that one? Yeah, The Kind Assassin and I, 2 years ago, when Andor, I don't remember if it was when season 2 was coming out or when season 1 was coming out. They put Rogue One back in the theater for like a week, and we went to see it in IMAX, I think, and that was the day I got tinnitus. Boom says Phasma may be the biggest disappointment in the sequels for exactly the same reasons. It was dumb. Like, oh my God. I didn't like that they killed Snoke, but it wasn't really just the act of him dying, though. Every trilogy has a bad guy, and I know they were trying to build up Kylo Ren, but when you go back and watch the movies, Kylo Ren wasn't main villain status yet. He was still a psychopath, and it would have been cool to have him learning and just Snoke being the big main bad guy of the trilogy, and maybe not even dying. Like, I don't know. But yeah, killing Snoke was bad to me. And the way it worked, and you guys, if you've watched these movies, Boom, I know you have. Kira, if you watched the sequel trilogy. So from the beginning of The Last Jedi, we see that Rey and Kylo Ren are linked telepathically, right? And we all just feel like, damn, they're like really strong and they're like doing it themselves. They could see each other, like they're really strong. Then later we find out, no, Snoke was the one that was linking them, which I'm going to oversimplify it though, means from the beginning of the movie, Snoke was literally inside Kylo Ren's head and Rey's head. Basically knew what they were doing. He was in their head for the whole movie. And then, like, my thing was, then how would Kylo Ren be able to clear his mind enough to kill Snoke? Because when you use the Force, you have to use your brain. Like, you have to think it. And Snoke is in his mind. So Snoke should have known that he was going to kill him. And then people are like, oh, Kylo Ren is strong enough at that point to block Snoke out. And I was like, that's bullshit. Because this movie does not take place a lot after Force Awakens. And in The Force Awakens, Kylo Ren, one, was mentally unstable, and two, did not even have the mental fortitude to get into Rey's head. Like, he couldn't break into Rey's head, and now all of a sudden he could trick, like, I don't want to say Sith because we don't even know if he was, but that just doesn't make sense to me. So I was pissed about that because everyone says that episode 9 retcons episode 8, and I'm like, no, episode 8 retconned a lot from the first movie. Like, a lot. We had another cool character, Maz Kanata, done, not in the next movie. Then we have the whole thing, and you could like or dislike mystery boxes, but I thought it was cool that the Skywalker lightsaber was calling to Rey. And that was just tossed away. Like, oh, no, we don't need that. Like, explore that. Don't just retcon stuff. J.J. Abrams and then gave you something cool that you could either say, oh, yes, this is calling to her, or it's not, or something else is happening. But he basically just, like, killed the bad guy, killed freaking Phasma, forgot about the lightsaber, got rid of Captain Phasma, forgot about Finn being a Jedi, because that's the last thing we see with Finn before he gets hurt, is them telling us this dude is wielding a saber, like he's probably a Jedi, or he's probably Force sensitive. Wait till the next movie. And then he just sends him to the freaking casino to do nothing. And then people are like, oh, well, he was hurt in the beginning of the movie, so he couldn't go with Rey. I'm like, yeah, because they chose that. They could have started the movie after that when Finn was fine. Like, I didn't need to see Finn recovering. Like, I'm not stupid enough. They have the technology in that universe to heal anything, pretty much. Like, I know he's going to be fine. So why start the movie with him not being able to do anything? And yeah, so besides all that, like, the movie was good. It was just, like, why would you kill Luke Skywalker at the end? I feel like, yeah, maybe Luke would do that, but we've waited 40 years to see these characters. Why? All right, what did I miss? For me, Andor is the best anything. Yeah, for me, it's Andor and Rogue One. We love Rogue One. Kira says facts. Boom says my brain argues for episode 4 for sentimental reasons. Kira says I'm just so done with James Gunn. Oh, sorry, your t-shirt. Yeah, I like James Gunn, but I'm just tired of everything in that universe being his, because it just gets boring to me. So we'll see. Boom says Lucas' original idea way back in the day was going to be that Luke and Leia would be doing what Kylo and Rey did with some minor adjustments. Luke was going to break bad and Leia was going to find him. Oh, that's the last thing. Because I was saying how, like, Luke wasn't even my biggest problem with that movie. There was something that did bother me also with that. And you could tell me if this makes sense to you guys or you think I'm dumb. So we know that Rey gets there gives him his saber, and he just throws it over his shoulder. And to be honest, that was like 3 minutes in, and they lost. The movie lost me right there. I was like, that makes no sense. Why would Luke throw a weapon that could, I don't know, ricochet and backfire or do something like that's one? It was reckless. But two, I was like, why would he? Maybe he doesn't want to use the saber, but I feel like he would just put it away, or just give it back. But besides all that, and again, I'm oversimplifying it. The the point of some of the movie was Luke had been gone for a while. I could get that. Like, that's fine with me. But that means he hasn't seen his sister in forever. I'm sure with the Force, he could tell if she's okay or not. But his sister sends somebody specifically to get you because she needs help. Like, your sister is asking you for help, and you're like, nah, I'll just stay here. That I don't think Luke would do. Like, no way he would abandon his sister if she specifically found the coordinates, one, to get him that he hid because he didn't want to be found. Like, it must have been important enough. And then two, it's his sister. He wouldn't do that to her. But boom, yeah, that idea makes a lot of sense. And it definitely would have been cool to see Star Wars before everyone was aged. Kira says, all good points indeed. Thank you. Kira says, there were some bright points to the Snyderverse, just not a lot of them. The reason why I liked a lot of those movies is because I do like superhero realism for the movies. And I understand some things are going to be silly or comic booky, but since I didn't read the comic books, I don't really care. So that's why I like more realistic things. Like, if we lived somewhere and Zod came down to this earth and did what he was doing in that movie, would I be mad that Superman killed him? Even if Superman told me, I don't kill people, that's not my thing, and he killed Zod, I'd be like, you get one, buddy. You get one. I get it. And people are like, Superman doesn't kill. Like, Superman doesn't murder. He doesn't go around, oh, there's a bank robber, I'm going to kill him. I'm just going to murder anyone. But, like, use your discretion for Zod. Like, if there's one person in the freaking universe that he would kill in a certain situation, I feel like that was it. And people can't grasp that. I'm like, people die. Especially in a world of comic books where they'll say people don't kill, but we have Spider-Man, Superman, Batman, all of these heroes that are a billion times stronger than the average person. And like, we're just supposed to believe that every single time they know how to punch them with just enough force that they don't kill them. Like, that's comic book. That's suspending disbelief. And I just find it impossible that that would happen. But what are you going to do? Kira says, maybe Luke knew he could write off the old lightsaber on his taxes. Kira says, yeah, he's not called the big blue Boy Scout for nothing. Wonder Woman will mess your shit up, not Superman. Yeah, I mean, I understand he's not trying to, but I don't kill people either. Like, I don't. But if someone came in here and was about to kill somebody, I would kill them. Like, I would. It's just because there's so much more goes into that scene. And I'm not saying it's like high art, and that's not what I'm talking about. But so much more goes into that scene where if he doesn't do that, we see he's being overpowered and outmatched. If he doesn't do that, he's struggling to hold him. People would just like fly and take him somewhere. But he kind of had the advantage on the ground. Like, he had him on the ground. If he flies, then Zod could fly, and he loses that advantage, I feel, of holding him. and Zod was like 3 feet away from killing people, though. Why weren't they running? That's a different question. Those people probably should have been running away. But you know, it's more than just he doesn't kill people to me. Boom says, I've killed millions in my head while driving. Oh, yes. Kira says, like that, her new outfit includes the sword, shield, and recent incarnations. Hated the One Piece outfit. I was never a big Wonder Woman fan. I mean, I did like the 80s Linda Carter. I remember when I was a kid, I used to watch that. I actually loved that Wonder Woman. And then I enjoyed the first Wonder Woman movie. It's funny that might have been the best movie Gal Gadot has ever been in. Like, it wasn't an Oscar-worthy performance, but she was good in the first one, and I don't think she's not very good in my opinion. Boom says Michael Shannon as Zod knocked it out of the park. Yeah, he was good. He was. I mean, I enjoyed Man of Steel. The biggest problem was that he never got a sequel, which is so weird that you just go straight to Batman vs. Superman. And number two is Batman never got a movie. And the thing with me is there was a time where I was like getting tired of Batman because everything was Batman and they wouldn't do anything else until like they started these universes. But when you think about it, for Warner Brothers, when they want to make a superhero movie that makes a shit ton of money, you make a Batman movie. Like, I'm a Marvel fan more than a DC fan, but even I know for DC, Batman will sell tickets. So they probably were just like, oh, how about we just jump right to Batman, Wonder Woman, and Superman in a movie? That's going to make $5 billion. It's like, no, man. Boom says, Linda gurgles like Homer. Yeah, so I'm not saying they were the greatest movies. I enjoyed them. I mean, I liked the Snyder cut better than the Whedon cut, but I didn't need a 4-hour movie. Like, I would have preferred the Snyder cut be whatever, like 2 hours, like a regular movie. I never thought the Snyder cut would be like 4.5 hours. Sometimes I feel like if you make a movie and it's you can't make it coherent in like 2 hours, then what's the point? And there are always exceptions. Like, if the DCEU was, I don't know, if they had like 5 or 6 movies and then the Justice League was 3 hours, I don't know. Like, Endgame only works and Infinity War only work because we had to wait 10 years. And we would have wanted more. We would have sat for 5 hours. It wasn't the first Avengers was 4 hours. So yeah, because a lot of I can't believe they released that other version, like the mustache thing. Warner Brothers is nuts. Boom says 4-hour movies that are good need to have things like Lord of the Rings and Dune to make them worth the time. Yeah, it's a lot to ask of a person to sit. Because if they would have released the Snyder Cut in theaters, they would have had to had a intermission probably. But I mean, I'm kind of glad, and I don't like the Snyder cult, but I think it's kind of neat that Warner Brothers was like, we'll give you the extra money to finish your version. That was cool, like a one-time thing. But now it's like every time a movie it's release this cut. Like everyone just bombards the internet. Release this, the James Gunn cut or the whatever cut. Like, no, this was a very particular situation where I think his daughter died like while they were editing the movie or no, while they were filming the movie, I think. And like you don't expect the guy to continue doing that. Like I can't imagine. So yeah, okay, we need someone to take over. And then they bring Joss Whedon in. And I mean, I feel like it's tough because you do still have Zack Snyder's script and everything, and it could be just finish the movie. But I feel like if someone writes a movie and directs it and someone takes over, like you wouldn't want a new director directing something that you have a vision for. So it's like, okay, redo half of it. And then they didn't have the money to finish stuff. And it was silly. Boom says, is Snyder an asshole? Zack Snyder actually is not. It's all the people. I mean, I've never even heard him say anything. I never heard him get in trouble. I never heard him comment. I never see him on like social media. I've never heard anyone say anything bad about him other than like the movies that he like writes and directs himself. Like the one he did that was kind of like Star Wars. They don't get, like his movies always look amazing, but according to people, they're usually not that good. But again, I haven't watched any of his newer stuff. So I'm just saying what I've seen and heard. I've never heard anyone say anything really bad about him, to be honest. But Kira says, unpopular opinion, The Lord of the Rings were painful for me to watch. So I think I watched all the Lord of the Rings back to back to back. And I think I enjoyed them. There was something. Well, I don't want to. The Lord of the Rings books were way before Harry Potter. So it's kind of funny that while I was watching Lord of the Rings, I thought there were things that they stole for Harry Potter. But yeah, and I lost track of time. I can't believe it's 12 minutes past 8. I need to relax because I'm kind of tired, but it was fun talking about Star Wars. And yeah, those are my thoughts. If you say, like, did I like the sequel trilogy? I did. But I think everyone agrees that Disney messed up with splitting up the directors and the visions and stuff like that. Like, you can't do that. It would have been better if it was either all J.J. Abrams or all Rian Johnson. So what are you going to do? Boom says, everyone who does fantasy steals a little from Lord of the Rings, knowingly or unknowingly. True gave up on it entirely. Well, guys, I gotta go. It was fun. 3 more days until the big day. Gotta prep myself again. I got my hot sauce coming. Just gotta make sure I got my food. I bought Tums, and that was for something else, but it is gonna come in handy. On Friday, I gotta get some snacks. It'll be good. If anybody hears from, Kira says, eat your vegetables. If anyone hears from Shira, tell her we're thinking of her. Hopefully she's doing well. And don't take candy from strangers. You guys. All right. And keep a lookout tomorrow afternoon for the next Good Place episode reaction. And that's it. I will see you guys, as always, this week, actually on Friday. And if I live stream, well, the kind Assassin live stream video games before that. So that's it. I'll see you all later. Enjoy your Tuesday night. Get some rest. Have a great Wednesday, great hump day, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace, guys.